am the tourism representative. We all agree that Hong Kong Stadium is an international and worldwide sports venue. A lot of different and important events also took place there. The event led different country tourists to come to visit Hong Kong that made money of income to Hong Kong. Not only the big companies and government will have benefits. Accommodation, shops, restaurants will also have different kinds of benefits that will help all citizens in their income.
What are you saying?
Huh?
What are you saying?
I'm the Hong Kong footballer Serena. Today I raised up my concern about the quality of the stadium, and I agree the tourism representative. And I think although I disagree to build another stadium in Hong Kong, I think the Hong Kong Stadium must be redeveloped in this year or next year. Because when Manchester is having a competition with our Hong Kong football team, it has the grass and the turf. I found that the turf isn't as good as we thought. After the rainy days in the last few weeks, it has been destroyed. And also, I think that footballers should train at a stadium which is an international level. If the stadium isn't good and we can't train there. So what do you think?
Alright. I'm just a Hong Kong citizen after all. And I hate football after all. And also say that this lady say that this is an international activity for important events. And just you maybe say that you use a football court, maybe using some international stuffs. But why did you use a football court for it? Why don't you just pay for other places? You just pay for important events or something like carnival something. And you meaning something like carnivals, important stuff. Alright, and you say that you may increase the money income. But this thing was make embarrassing. Because of the land is very bad after all. The quality is bad. And you can't just replacing it after all. And I remember that you have said that you need to rebuild a new court. But it will have more or less land. Or you may just need to landfill. Or you just only just destroying the environment. Or the fishes die. And you build more land and have turn around here so it's no more to see. And you're just making less water after all. And also, that, well, if you just make more football courts, it means make more embarrassing. Because then more football courts, more dangerous, and you make that more quality bad after all. So this is a disaster. And you should not build more you just don't need to build more football courts. You need to build more houses. Because the population is keeping increasing, and you need more houses, and housing, and living.
But houses and stadium isn't have any relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why you have a houses for example?
Because you made a football court and we need and the external one, the population keep increasing, and you just only let the people just sleeping in the football court.
We didn't say that the people sleep in a stadium.
But the population is keeping increasing, and you just need to build more houses after all. And you just need to upgrade, and you just only need to develop the football court there.
But there are so many events can be held in the stadium. We can just redevelop the stadium. We don't build other football courts.
Yep. You say that?
Yeah.
And you just say that you have external activities there. What example? Carnivals or what?
Rugby events. I have the evidence. In 2019, there will be a Rugby World Cup. Hong Kong have been proposed to host 5 matches.
Well,
Well,
First of all, I think there is a need to reconstruct the surface of the stadium, but I never said that we should reconstruct the whole stadium. And this Hong Kong stadium is the most important place to hold big events because the area is 108 times 68 meters, and it is the area is compared to the Hong Kong stadium is bigger and much more seats provided to the visitors.
more seats. You say that more seats. Well, how about the land? This is an international embarrassing stuff after all.
We didn't need to reconstruct the whole stadium. We can use the old stadium, but only reconstruct the surface grass.
yes, we can use the old stadium and just having some
Reconstruction
Reconstruction,
of the
but-
grass and the health of the grass.
The health of the grass.
Yeah.
Alright, you say that?
Yes, I said that. I said it right out of my mouth.
Alright. You just say that you make the grass more healthy after all. But how?
yes.
Reconstruct the grass.
I found that there isn't a roof to protect the grass. Therefore, there is a muddy turf. Of course, the maintenance is one of the reasons. If the maintenance is good, and the turf won't wear out easily. So, if we have built a roof, the grass can be good.
Yes, but when you build the football court but you haven't built a roof, did you ever think that there will be
We
rain?
won't build. We just redevelop.
Yeah. And first of all, it means that you start to build a football court at before 1950 something. But that is a problem.
Why is your problem?
Because you haven't built anything after all, you haven't built a roof. And you haven't built a roof, so the land will be more worse.
That's why we said we need to change only some.
But why you don't build a roof at the first time?
Because we didn't think of it. How do
But
we
now-
know?
but
We're
now
not the
that-
government.
Yes, and
That's
we
right.
can tell the government. We can tell the government about our ideas. The government will think about it.
Alright.
And the Hong Kong Stadium also hosted very important events like the tournament of IRB 7's World Series Rugby 7.
World Series Rugby.
And it also, yeah, it's the name. And it also hold a Rugby World Cup in the following years. And it will also hold non-sport events like Scouts camp, like Scouts gathering, and a lot of other events. But not only is the sport,
And also, if we don't,
such as concerts and shows,
Concerts.
that will make benefits for all citizens and companies, including you.
because stadium is multi-purpose, and we are footballers, and from the experience of Manchester,
Alright.
and we have a competition between
I just
us.
have a question. It means that you just say that there will be have concerts or any stuff? at
Yes,
football court?
in 1994, Bonvo Days had a concert in the Hong Kong Stadium, and it's the first time to hold a concert there. And afterwards,
Alright.
there are continuously concerts held there.
Alright. You say that you may have concerts at there.
Not
But
may, it's already have.
you already have,
Yes.
so I know that why this is more worse after all.
Why?
You're putting all the stuff out there and you need to clean up, it means you're wasting the resources.
That's because it's multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose, and we can have so many events there. And also, our footballers know that we can't have a competition with Manchester because they are international level. They have this. If we construct the stadium, we can train them, and also we may have an international level. If we run at the stadium. And there is a big difference between we run at the Hong Kong football court and the Cheung Kwan O football court. It's a big difference.
Yeah, you say that.
Yeah.
But you just have too much. I mean this is not very bad after all, but you made that too much. You made too much football courts, you made too much stadiums.
We didn't say that we need to build a football
Alright. So that it means you need to reconstruct it. And then many people will just complain. Why do we need to reconstruct?
You do not have a survey. You do not do a survey. You don't know. Maybe some other people. You guess, isn't it?
Alright, I knew that.
According to the last reconstruction is 1994, which is about 20 years ago already. And we think there is a need to reconstruct not the whole stadium, but maybe the grass surfaces, so they can hold international events in the Hong Kong stadium that will make a lot of tourists, visitors to Hong Kong, and visitors to Hong Kong. That means there will be money of income to Hong Kong, and there will be it will be helpful for all companies and governments to have a lot of visitors, and it will also increase our Hong Kong level, increase our image, and if we don't reconstruct the stadium, it will stay old and it will be a bad image for the tourists, and they will think it is old and not a suitable place for the international important events.
The image is already bad after.
That's why we need to reconstruct it.
Yeah, reconstruct it?
Yeah.
Thanks. They mean that you just say that you need to reconstruct that, and then you reconstruct it, and you say that increasing the images.
In fact,
it means that you can increase the people who come to Hong Kong and play. I mean that.
you mean that you disagree? You disagree? We should
Reconstruct the stadium.
You disagree it?
I disagree.
I disagree it.
Yep.
In fact, there are so many problems, but the quality of grass is only one of the problems. Do you know that?
And alright, the grass is a problem.
Our meaning of visitors and tourists come to Hong Kong is not they play in the Hong Kong stadium, but they may look at the shows, and they may participate in the events and that is held in the Hong Kong stadium. So not only the Hong Kong stadium, but the whole Hong Kong, and the tourists come to Hong Kong, there will be money of income. So rebuild the Hong Kong stadium is just a part of.
Alright, it means that you would say that there will have many shows in the football court.
Yes, there is.
It means that you didn't play. Why you didn't do that in Hong Kong, the red stuff?
How do I know?
Alright.
No, that means they just participate in the events, but not really. That means they took place in the Hong Kong stadium, but I don't know why they took place there.
Why you? No, it means that why you let them play shows in the football court?
Because it's a multi-purpose. This is the point. So why so many events hold in a stadium?
Non-sports events can also hold in the stadium.
Government
Alright. So that you say that there is multi-purpose inside the football court. That's a point. And some people may ask that, oh, I mean not. It means that if I am one of the people, I just want to ask that why did they close that? Why did we do the shows at somewhere else? Why just at a football court? Of other places?
Because the Hong Kong Stadium is an international and worldwide sports venue. That means the level of the stadium is.
And I remember that it has a stadium at Hong Kong.
Yes, but it's not international.
Yes, and it isn't as big as the Hong Kong Stadium.
Yes.
Hong Kong Stadium has an international level.
And
And
the
governments-
area is 100